In the darkest corners of European folklore, there are monsters meant not to kill you, but to keep you obedient. And in Germany, one creature reigned over the nightmares of children. It doesn't hoot, it doesn't sing, it screams. This is the story of the Nachtkrapp, the demon bird that came for the disobedient, the defiant, and the awake. The Nachtkrapp, literally night raven in German, is a terrifying figure from medieval German and Austrian folklore. He is most often described as a giant, skeletal bird, black as coal, with hollow eye sockets and a screech that curdles blood. Parents would warn their children, if you don't go to bed, the Nachtkrapp will come. He'll fly in through the window and take you. The stories vary from region to region. In some, he flies silently at night, slipping through cracks in rooftops. In others, he stands at your bedside, unmoving, until your eyes meet his empty sockets. But in all versions, he is a predator of the disobedient. He comes only for children who refuse to sleep, or those who defy their parents. What makes the Nachtkrapp more terrifying than a simple monster is this: he doesn't just take you, he devours your soul. There are two forms of the Nachtkrapp in traditional lore, and neither offers mercy. The Schwarze Nachtkrapp, or Black Night Raven, is the classic version. Jet black feathers, wings that blot out the moon. It swoops down from the rooftops and tears children from their beds, swallowing them whole or carrying them off, never to be seen again. Some say he rips open their chests and pecks at their hearts, not for sustenance, but to destroy their spirit. The Weiss Nachtkrapp, or White Night Raven, is rarely mentioned. This version is sometimes considered less malevolent, even protective. But there's debate. Is the White Raven a warning or a trick? A pale demon bird showing up in your room at night isn't exactly comforting. Even the gentle version of the tale carries an overwhelming sense of dread. One chilling theory: the White Nachtkrapp comes first to mark you. The legend of the Nachtkrapp likely emerged in the Middle Ages, during a time when fear was used as a tool to keep children in line. Before electricity, before nightlights, the world after sunset was truly dark and dangerous. Wolves, disease, thieves, fires. Children needed to be quiet and still after dark. And what better way to enforce that than the image of a monstrous bird demon crashing through your window if you dared to speak after bedtime? In this way, the Nachtkrapp was less a bedtime story and more of a threat. A parent would only need to whisper, "He's watching," and the room would fall silent. It wasn't just a tale. It was a behavior tool, deeply ingrained across generations. And over time, some began to believe it was more than a story. Though modern Germany doesn't officially teach the Nachtkrapp in schools, the legend hasn't disappeared. There are still whispers in small towns, old murals in crumbling churches, and strangely enough, scattered reports from rural villages that describe giant birds visible only at night. In 1974, a farmer in Bavaria claimed he saw something land on his barn. It was too big for a crow, too black for an owl, and it didn't make a sound, just watched me with empty eyes. His dogs refused to go near the structure for weeks. Others describe hearing scratching at their windows on still nights, but nothing ever being there. Skeptics laugh, but the pattern is chilling. Wherever the legend of the Nachtkrapp is told, fear follows, and sometimes sightings. What's strange is that Germany isn't alone. Across Europe, creatures similar to the Nachtkrapp appear. In Hungary, there's the Liderk, a demonic bird-like incubus that enters homes at night. In Scandinavia, tales of mare spirits, sometimes bird-formed, riding sleeping children. In Wales, the Adar Loch Gwyn, massive, ghostly birds that understand human language. All different names, same concept, dark-winged things that come for you in the night. Why birds? Maybe it's their eyes, their unnatural silence. Or maybe it's something deeper. A primal fear humans have had for thousands of years, that we are being watched from above long after we think we're safe. The Nachtkrapp isn't a flashy monster. It doesn't burst into flames or roar from the woods. It waits, it watches, and then, when the time is right, it takes you. Most stories say the same thing. If you wake up in the middle of the night and your room feels colder than it should, if the shadows near the window move just a little too much, don't sit up, don't scream, don't make a sound. Because the Nachtkrapp doesn't like noise. And if you're very, very lucky, he might just fly on by. Monsters don't always live in the woods or under the bed. Sometimes they perch on the windowsill, silent as death, waiting for your eyes to open. If you've heard scratching lately, or dreams of feathers in the dark, sleep tight. If you enjoyed this dark descent into German folklore, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who sleeps with the light on. Next episode, we're diving into the cursed tale of the Pied Piper and the town that lost all its children.